A 3.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the SUMO meeting, community meeting, and I apologize for the wrong invite room. It was actually Ruben's private room, so
yeah,
we'll definitely escort you to another room for the next week. So yeah, apologize for that. So good evening from Jakarta. We have like a couple of updates today.
Can I go first? I have to leave it in 6 minutes.
Sure thing. So yeah, apparently Roland wants to give update about Firefox 71st, right, Roland?
71, yeah. I will update the wiki after my other meetings. Are we recording? I guess we're recording.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Firefox 71, and is it Fennec? Firefox for Android 68.3 were released yesterday. We have, what do we have? Picture-in-a-picture keyboard shortcut for Windows, Firefox for Windows. We have, and a whole bunch of other improvements that I don't remember off the top of my head. Very quiet for day one. Something that I noticed in the forums is that tabs on bottom user chrome.css unsupported hack, quote unquote hack, was broken. If you had one of those in 70, it no longer works in 71, but Gesture and Corel to the rescue have already a new hack. Again, these hacks are unsupported. Use at your own risk. The other big news is that, remember, when was that, folks? When we released Firefox Private Network in the browser back in August, September? I'm sorry, I should remember, but I don't. Yesterday, we updated the secure proxy, or the Firefox browser protection, which we're now calling Firefox Private Network browser level protection. And then we opened up a wait list for our new product, which is paid. It's called Firefox Private Network, the full device protection. So it only works on Windows 10, 64-bit, sorry. Other operating systems and environments are being considered, but I cannot comment on those because the development teams haven't figured out if, when, and where other platforms be launched. But yes, you will be able to get on a wait list, and you will be able to, once you get off the wait list, you will be able to, for USA folks, for United States of America folks, that includes Puerto Rico and a few other territories, you will be able to, and if you have Windows 10, you will be able to download and pay for a virtual private network that protects your entire Windows 10 computer. Pretty exciting times. The first paid product that we developed in-house, and yeah, I don't know much more to say. It's been 24 hours since we released at roughly 6 a.m. yesterday. So other than a few Reddit threads, a few tweets, I don't know if you've seen anything, Julia and Kiki. It's pretty quiet out there about Firefox Private Network and about Firefox 71. And I'm done. And I will leave in 2 minutes.
Any questions for Roland before he leaves?
That was my question to you, Julia and Kiki. Do you see anything out there in Twitter land or the channels that you monitor as part of the sprint for any of these, Firefox Private Network, which is probably just curiosity at this point. No one's actually used it. Firefox 71.
Yeah, not really on my side. I've been keeping monitoring, but not really anything like anything major, let's say. I've seen some people on Reddit are testing the FPN, so I'm keeping an eye on that.
Okay. All right. Well, and it's day 2 now. We don't usually get much until the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If there's anything, please let me know, folks. I guess I should create a thread, Firefox Private Network thread. I will create a Firefox Private Network thread on the contributor forum. All right, I have to go. Keep on rocking the awesome volunteer-supported open web. Bye.
Thanks for the update, Roland.
Ciao, cheers.
Thank
That's
you.
for Noah.
Anyway, so Roland is talking about the FBN update as well. So the one that left is only for Firefox Lite. And I'm sorry that Joe Chang cannot join us in a meeting because it's so late in Taipei right now. It's 1 a.m. So I'm going to play a video, and I'm not sure if it's possible, but I do think that it's possible. So let me just share my screen first. Can you all see my screen? Yes?
Yes,
Cool.
Kiki.
So let me try to play the video.
Hello, hi everyone. My name.
Just quickly check. Can you hear the audio?
Yeah, it's just
Your audio's a little choppy here.
Yeah, it's a bit choppy. Yeah.
Okay, let's try again.
This is Joe Chang. I'm the product manager on Mozilla's emerging markets team. So I want to thank the SUMO.
Kiki, I think there's no audio. I thought it was only me, but I can't hear. And yeah.
Sorry, you can hear
There's
the
no, there's no audio, and I'm not the only one. I was looking on the chat, and there's no audio.
Oh shoot. Is there Luis, I wonder, is there
Can you
anything?
hear the audio? Can you hear the audio yourself?
Yeah, I can hear the audio myself.
I was thinking that maybe we can share the video and
Yeah, sure.
in a different way. So because I think that it's not working like with the casting option.
Yeah, I was wondering, Luis, is there anything I need to do on my end to turn on the audio so the rest of the group can also hear that?
So as long as you have the box selected to share computer audio, when you're sharing your screen through Zoom, it was playing audio, but it cut out. It sounds like this is an issue with your internet connection, or it could just be poor audio with the video itself.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like, you could send me the video and I will share it for you.
Ah, that's a good point. Sure thing. So yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and I'm going to share Luis the video. All right, so do you get the link?
Yep, I've got the link. Let me go ahead and okay.
Did you play the video?
Sharing.
Hello, hi everyone. My
All right,
name
how
is
is
Joe
that
Chang.
looking?
I'm the product manager on Mozilla's emerging markets team. So I want to thank the SUMO community for inviting me to this meeting so that I can share an update about the work that I'm working on. And I apologize that I won't be able to join the meeting live as the time isn't ideal for me. So I'm making this recording to provide an update. All right, so I will be sharing my screen. So yeah, so this is a presentation about and a sharing about Firefox Lite. And actually last week, the emerging markets team, we were in Jakarta, Indonesia, to announce the brand new Firefox Lite. And I'm here to share with you a brief and short version of that. So in case you don't know what Firefox Lite is, so Firefox Lite is a fast and lightweight browser for the emerging markets users. So we've launched it in limited markets only and currently only in Asia in these 14 markets that you are seeing on the screen. And Indonesia and India are the two major markets for us. And as you can see that we are one of the highly rated browser among the major browsers in the market. So we've been doing pretty well for Firefox Lite. So since launch about 2 years, we've been getting quite a bit of installs. So we have 5 million plus installs from around the world. And we're seeing a pretty good growth momentum for our app. So we are seeing a 200% growth, user growth in 2019. And we're very invested. So we've been doing a lot of research and continuing to understand how our users are using our product, the Firefox Lite browser. So when we first launched 2 years ago, right, we made a browser for fast and lightweight to solve the user problem of the default preloaded browser on user's phone being too slow. So people actually look for a secondary browser that will run faster on their phones. And as we know that emerging markets is changing very fast and really quickly, market conditions are changing very quickly year over year. So now that the network are getting much faster, the users' devices are also getting faster and faster. So really now, when you see in the market that the devices you can get with $100, $200 are actually running pretty fast. So we're starting to see that so users, running devices are getting better, networks are getting faster. So the users are actually demanding more on their mobile device. And as an emerging market, has a lot of users. For a lot of users, a mobile device is their only device to the internet. So it's their gateway to the internet and learn more about the world. So the phone is getting more and more into people's life. So as we've been doing a lot of research, we are starting to see that more and more people is looking more like Anibra. So Anibra is this persona that we have come up with. So Anibra, yes. So she uses a mid-range Android phones, and so she deletes mobile apps from her phone to keep her phone running fast and smooth. Yes, it is still somewhat seen on many users' phone, but we expect this condition, as I was saying, this to change as people change phones every 2-3 years. So phones are going to get much faster. So the users are demanding more on their phone. So they are, for example, using their phone to check their news on a daily basis. They're using Instagram to look for inspiration for the next travel. They're price sensitive. They do a lot of price comparison from across different apps, and they pay close attention to coupon and shopping rewards. And they check shopping sites often and share deals with others. And they install games on their phone. They love games, but they can only install a very limited number of phones because phones are tend to take a huge amount of space on their phones. So yes, so we're seeing Anibra type users are emerging, and as we are continue to evolve our product, we need to meet users where they're at. So we are evolving our product, and we are introducing the new Firefox Lite. So let me show you a quick video. I hope you like the video. So essentially what Firefox Lite is, the new Firefox Lite is, it is a browser, a one-stop browser platform. So it is still a very fast browser, but now it has additional use cases on top of it, such as games, shopping, news, so where we can help users and shape their online experience with our product. So on this screen, on the left, you see that this is the Firefox Lite newly refreshed user interface. It has the traditional browser with a search bar, with the top sites that you can expect. But at the top of the screen, you can see entrance to the new experiences, such as shopping, games, and news. Right. So let me talk a little bit about some of those new experiences. So for shopping, we are a browser, we are in a very unique position to be actually sit on top of different services. And so we're a great app for being a one-stop shopping hub to offer shopping deals, coupons, and vouchers. That's based on our study. A lot of users actually do this. So we save them the trouble from actually finding those deals from across the web. So we actually do the work for them. So we curate and we service those deals so that they can come here, come to Firefox Lite. So this is a one-stop shopping hub for them. And also, given that we're a browser, we know that while you're trying to do shopping research, it can be pretty tedious. Based on the research, a lot of users actually have to install a lot of different apps, right? So they can jump back and forth between different apps to compare products, to compare reviews. So here, Firefox Live, we offer a very unique smart shopping search feature where the user just have to search once, and we load all the different search results from the top e-commerce websites from your market. So as you can see on the screen here, the users can quickly tap among the different between the different tabs and quickly compare reviews and prices, and help them make the decision on where they want to purchase the item that they've been looking for. So next, on to games. So similarly, since we are a browser, so we are this one-stop platform where we offer the user come here and they can see all the interesting and fun games that we help users curate from the web, from our partners. And this is actually instant play games. It's actually browser games. So the user does not have to download anything. They just come here, they just click on it, and they can play immediately. And we have a feature that allows the user to actually create a game shortcut on the home screen. So if they love a few games a lot, they can come back to it really easily by adding it to the home screen and access those directly from the home screen. Yeah, so for news, similar concept. We help surface all the top trending news in one single place from across the major publishers for the user's market. So user doesn't have to go to a different website and look for news by themselves. They just come here, one click, all the latest trending news is right in front of them. And next, travel. We have not yet launched travel with the initial release last few weeks, but we are planning to release the travel experience towards the end of December. So this travel experience is to help users, we help them get inspired and help them explore and plan their trip in one single stop. So where the user can come here, they search for the destination that they want to go to, they can find inspiration, they can find photos on photos on Instagram, information about the place on Wikipedia, and then there will be different hotel recommendations, and so all of that in one single place, so the user doesn't have to go to various different apps, jumping back and forth between all the different apps to plan their next trip. So yeah, so this is the new Firefox Live, one-stop browser platform. It's a very fast browser with games, news, and videos, and soon travel will be added. So if you are in any one of those market that we are currently in, you can download directly on the Google Play. But if not, we have a portal, mozilla-next.com, where you can find information about Firefox Live, and you can also download the APK and install it on your Android phone. So I hope this sharing and this presentation helps you to give you a brief understanding of what Firefox Live is, and how you're excited about this. And we have worked with the SUMO team to put some of the some of the information on the support.mozilla.org page. So if you have any questions about how specific features or how the product works, this is the place you can hopefully find answers. Yep. And I'm going to quickly cover some of this. So regarding the content and services, so actually in different market, users will see slightly different experiences. So only in India and Indonesia, users will see shopping, games, and news. And for users in all other markets, they will only see games and news only. And this week, we actually just started launching a limited reward campaign to users in Indonesia. So where the users may have a chance to win a Shopee shopping voucher if they complete our 7-day challenge on Firefox Lite. So this is to encourage users to try out the different new experiences that we are offering on Firefox Lite. So in return, we provide a little thank you for them to enjoy this holiday season shopping, right? But this is only a limited test campaign that we're running in Indonesia. And I know that the SUMO community has asked some questions. So I will also address the questions here. So let's take a look at those. So here is a question about, so when is Firefox Lite likely to move to Gecko View? And actually, there's another similar questions on Reddit about when will this move to Gecko View, and what's the difference between users in emerging markets and users in other markets that Firefox is in. So so this is a very good question. So actually, Firefox Lite and Firefox for Android or the upcoming Phoenix, they exist for different reasons, right? So the new and so Firefox Lite is a fast and lightweight browser, as I was saying earlier, specifically targeting emerging market users where their mobile phones are on the more of the entry mid-range level, and where their network could be more unstable and slower. But that is definitely starting to change as the market and the dynamic is changing very quickly. But we're still seeing a lot of users still in those conditions where they need a very lightweight browser. So we lower the entry barrier for them to use a Firefox browser product, where Firefox Lite is only 5 megabytes. So it is very easy for them to download, install, and save it on and keep the app on their phone without worrying that it takes too much of their very precious storage. And whereas Firefox for Android with upcoming Phoenix, it is the flagship Firefox mobile browser, which is focused on performance, privacy, and task continuity, where it provides a seamless experience for Firefox users who go between desktop and mobile, right? So essentially, these two products are targeting quite different users. Firefox Lite mainly targeting mobile-first users as well. So to keep the app size very small, so we have to explore the possibility to actually integrate Gecko View in a different way. So it will be more of a hybrid model that we're thinking of. Right? We're thinking of where we need to fulfill some of the user needs that requires Gecko View. We are thinking of integrating Gecko View as a downloadable component. So for those that needs more advanced features, they can either download the Gecko View module into Firefox Lite when they need it, or they definitely or they can definitely download the Firefox for Android directly to their phones. So that's the questions on Gecko View. But in terms of timeline, it is still to be determined, as we're still figuring out about the use case and then the technical feasibility of making it a downloadable module. All right, the second question is the number of Firefox Lite users growing? So yes, it is definitely growing. As I showed earlier in my presentation, it has grown 200% in 2019, which we're very happy about. And what's the next big feature for Firefox Lite? Yeah, well, I covered that a little bit in the presentation. The travel use cases and experience will be the next big feature that's coming for Firefox Lite. And when is Firefox Lite moving to more locale, and which ones are planned? So at the moment, we are definitely so focused in the emerging Asia markets. But since we are the emerging markets team, we're definitely looking at Latin America, Africa for sure. So, but the timeline is still to be determined, as we want to make sure that when we launch it to those markets, we are ready to serve the local users' needs. All right, and here's a couple of other not related to Firefox Lite. Okay, let me actually go to the Reddit, because I think there is one question that's still related to some question related to Firefox Lite. So, okay, will the APK be available? So yeah, so thank you, Julia, for sharing that Mozilla Next page. And there's other questions around disabling the news, deals, and games, and remove the icons on the home screen. So yeah, we are definitely seeing feedback about that. So yeah, I'm sorry, I was distracted by the message. So yeah, so we're definitely seeing some feedback about giving users the option to remove some of those like new experiences on the home screen. So we're taking a look, and it is actually in our backlog to understand how we can best address this. And I think having an option is likely the approach, but we're looking at what we can best roll this out and how we can best address this. But based on how we have designed this, we actually put it as only buttons on the home screen instead of, for example, loading contents directly on the home screen of the browser, where users are seeing quite a bit on many other major browsers in the market, for the reason that we want to give this as a user user's choice, that if the user wants to continue using the browser, right, they can just ignore those buttons at the top of the screen, and only if the users want to see news, games, or deal, then they would need to actually tap into those experience by making the conscious choice of tapping those buttons and go into these experiences. So so that's a little bit of background on how we actually design the features and design the home screen. So, but we've definitely been hearing feedback about those. So we have taken those back, and we are discussing about those. Great. So I think the Reddit questions are answered. All right. So let's get back to the other questions. Okay. So what is the plan for Screenshot Go for the future? So that's a very good question. So the Screenshot Go app is still on the Play Store and still being downloaded by users organically. But at the moment, the team is focusing our efforts on the Firefox Lite browser platform. So we're continuing to see how the users are engaging with the Screenshot Go app. If there is a opportunity that we see that we need to jump on, we will. But yeah, we are currently focusing our efforts on Firefox Lite browser platform. And then there's the next question for the Run for Health, Internet Health. So yeah, so thank you. So it's actually going to be a marathon that's happening in Taipei this Sunday. So I definitely hope that it will go well. And so the question is, are we likely to see Mozilla Taiwan sponsoring other events? So yes, we may sponsor events based on the market and the product needs, but we're currently formulating our plans for 2020. So that's the feedback that I have from the team. So hopefully all of you find this sharing session to be helpful, and I hope I have answered all of your questions. And if you have any further questions about Firefox Lite, so feel free to reach out to anyone on the emerging markets team, or reach out to me. I'm happy to help answer those questions. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this recorded video. I will see you next time. Bye.
Okay, really fast, because obviously it's gone long time, because the video was really interesting and helpful, and we will help Jo Chang to have been with us, even if not in sync. I have a couple of things to say more, and then thank you to whoever bear with me in this long call. So there is an update on the SUMO Live Helper add-on, so please update it, because there's a new sidebar and a new UI. Thank you so much to our contributor for it. It's a really nice tool, and I use it every day to check on the new question. And you already heard about the FPN updates and the Firefox 71 and the Firefox for Android updates. We heard about the Firefox Lite, and the last thing I want to close on, a nice thing. Thank you a lot, and everyone who's helping with the account campaign, and everyone who's active on the sprint right now. We never say it out loud too often, but it's really nice to see everyone helping out, and to see how many users are happy with us reaching out to them. So thank you a lot to you, all of you rock, and yeah, see you next community call. And if you want to check on the video of Joe about the Firefox Lite, please go on the wiki page. You will find the video there in a better quality than this was on Zoom. So thank you a lot. Bye. Have a nice night.